October Red. I'm joined by the beautiful, the stunning, the always happy, the goal-getter, always in the gym training, doing a bit of modelling, champion, shout-out champion, Francesca Hennessy.
I'm trying to keep the modelling face, trying to keep it, but no, yeah. How have you been? You been good?
Yeah, all the better for seeing you. Talk to us about your last fight, because obviously, sorry I weren't there, but I did watch it on TV. Talk to us about your last fight, Fran, and what's happening, because now you're on this card, and a good card to be on.
Look, I wasn't too happy with my last performance, you know. I just felt, look, I won every round. I'm blessed to get out the ring healthy, you know, winning, I'm blessed by that, but I just expect more from myself, you know. And but look, it was great for me to learn, develop, and I've been in the gym practicing. I've had a bit more time than normal out of fighting, you know, so it's really giving me that time to improve on what I need to improve on, and I really truly believe on this card you're going to see the best Fran Hennessy, definitely. So,
you know, when you evaluate yourself, and I guess it's good that I can speak to you because you're so early on in your career, when you look back at your performances, what is it that you're taking notice, you know, for the boxing casual fan that may not see those intricacies that you do, so you can evaluate your performance? What do you see as like, I'm not really happy with that?
I just felt like I wasn't busy enough. I just, you know, it just wasn't what I want to do, you know. And I want to be that fighter who constantly entertains a fan. And look, maybe some people are entertained, I don't know. And I won every round, so I can't complain about that. But yeah, just from me, I'm my worst critic. But I believe that's what's going to get me very far in this game.
Yes, is it your last opponent? Didn't she fight Chloe Watson, or has she fought? Is it Chloe Watson?
I think she did, yeah, I think she did fight Chloe. They had a good fight, definitely. But yeah, no, Chloe Watson, she's a great fighter, so I knew that this girl was going to be tough getting in there, you know. So yeah, she was tough, and she was a bit awkward, you know, like didn't really want to engage. But you need fights like that to improve you and to bring you on as a fighter. And there's going to be all different types of styles you get in with. So it gave me that sense in what I need to progress in. And I've been working really hard in the gym at that. And I've really seen myself like get better and better every day. And that's all I can do. So,
you know, when you have like these, like you said, you're going to face all sorts of different opponents. And this is me. I always talk as a fan because I like to try and understand how you guys think and why you think that way. When you describe your style, Fran, are you instinctive, or is it like a plan with a bit of instinct? What is it when you go in there and you think, okay, I've had maybe 1 or 2 rounds, all right, I understand what she's doing, and now I've got to adapt? Talk to us a little bit about that, when you knew that this opponent was probably going to be a bit awkward and you had to start really thinking on your feet.
Do you know what, like, I'm one of those people, like, not many people know, but I'm dyslexic, like severely dyslexic. I got diagnosed with it at school, and for me, why I found boxing so good and why I adapted to it so well is because when I visualise something and when something's in front of me, that's where I'm at my best. I can pick and I can poke. So when someone's in front of me, I really know how to break them down, and I'll go through the rounds and I'll figure things out about them, you know. So that's my good trait, and I believe when I get to the bigger fights, you know, more rounds, you'll see that in me, definitely.
Do you know who your opponent is for this fight yet? Or I know that it's a bit of a way off. Have you got a couple of opponents lined up, and kind of like, what's the process with that at the moment?
Yeah, definitely. Look, it's going to be a step-up fight, but I didn't know whether I was fighting on Cardiff, so I've been ready for, you know. But look, we always got to stay in the gym anyways, you know. So we had a few lined up for that, but it was kind of a no-brainer for me whether I'm on Cardiff or this one. This one, it's close by for me. The support I can get down there will be crazy. The atmosphere will be brilliant, and so it was a no-brainer for me. And to top it off, what a brilliant card, you know. So I'm very grateful to be on this bill, definitely.
I would say, and I don't know, but you can argue with me, or like, if you like, Hennessy, you're in a good position.
Yeah.
You're a Hennessy fighter. It's a family business. Some of the fighters that start off that haven't got that benefit of coming from that brand, they've got to build it themselves. You talk about obviously selling tickets and that, but it's all right having that. But how are you going to continue that forward and make sure that fan base stays and also grows? Because you've still got to make your fan base grow, right?
Definitely. Look, the supporters are why we're here, you know. You've got to give a lot back to the supporters and, you know, thank them. I'm so grateful for my supporters because I believe I wouldn't be where I am now without them, you know. You saw my debut at the York Court. It was packed out and they created such a nice atmosphere for me. So, yeah, and I'm truly blessed to be in the position I am, but it also takes my performance to be here, you know. So which is hard in itself. But I am truly blessed to be in a position I'm in, and I'm very grateful.
Do you think you're a bit hard on yourself then, that kind of barrier, that kind of bar that you've set for yourself, and it's like, okay, I've got to keep on performing, I've got to get better.
Yeah.
Do you feel that pressure so young in your boxing career? Because usually you think, okay, maybe when you're going for titles, you feel that pressure, but so early on, do you feel that?
Yeah, of course. Like on my debut, there was loads of pressure on me, you know. But these are the things, I rise to pressure. Pressure makes diamonds, and I truly believe when the pressure gets more and more, you're gonna see the best out in me. Like that's what I rise to, and I love all the attention. I love people doubting me. I love all that stuff because it brings the best out in me, definitely. So
when you think about females in the division, and I always say I never kind of like call names out, because I know with the females you guys can go up and down in weight, like you can go up and down stairs in the morning.
Yeah.
But when you look at your weight category at the moment, who would you say that you've got eyes on and that you think it would be a good dance partner?
Yeah.
Like I said, you don't have to say it with hate or malice. It's like, okay, I fancy that. I think we'd make good dance partners in the ring.
So either Shannon, Courtney, Ebanie, Bridges, I think they'll be good. Like just domestic fights, you know. I believe it'll be a good build-up. You know, it'd be no disrespect to either of them. You know, I respect anyone who gets in there, and you know. But yeah, no, I've said it before. I just feel like it'll be a great big clash. What people would be interested to see down the line, definitely. So. Yeah, and we could get a title on the line. Who knows? Towards the end of the year, I'll definitely be ready for that. So, yeah.
And that's a privileged position that the women are in at the moment, because the pool is so shallow. Yeah. You can go for those titles straight away. You can catapult your name straight into, headlining, co-mains.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Like you said, in a year's time, less than a year's time, if you're as active as you are, you could be going for a title pretty soon.
Yeah, definitely. Look, that's my aim. My aim is to be one of the youngest undisputed world champions. That's my aim. That's my dream. And look, I'm not saying that will be by the end of the year. That will take some time. But look, I believe I'll do that. I believe I'll be the youngest undisputed champion of the world. So that's what I believe.
We love that. Listen, I can't wait to see you back out again. I'm going to definitely try and get to this one. But all the best. Keep up the good work. Keep smiling. Keep entertaining us. And good luck with the modelling career as well.
I'll try. And it's been great to speak to you, though. It's always a pleasure. Always.
Quick hello to Bradders. All right, Mr. Bradders.
You're right. How are you doing?
How's she getting on? How do you think she's getting on then? When you look at, hold on, the two of you.
We need it a bit taller.
Yeah.
What's it to?
You're gonna have to jump on his back, I think. Now you should be all right there. Hold on, let's get out a bit. There we go. How are you finding her getting on then?
Yeah, unbelievable. She's every day improving every day. She's just proud of her. She comes in the gym, she puts in the work, and she's a pleasure to train.
She was putting a bit of pressure on herself. She said she wasn't happy with her last performance. She had to look over it, and there's things that she wanted to do better. You, with your experience, that's kind of like a haunting factor of being a fighter. So how do you advise her to deal with that, overcome it, and get better?
Listen, I'm going to be a critic, and I think she performed fine. And then them fights, and then she's stepping up the right fights at the right time. And I tell her if I think she's performed bad, she's performed bad. She ain't performed bad today yet, and I don't think she will. All I tell her is she's just got to be herself and not put too much pressure. Just go out and do it with a smile, which she always does, and enjoy herself. And that's when she's going to be at her best. And that's all she's got to do.
And how do you intend on building Fran's career? Because Fran, like I said, the women's pool is so shallow.
Yeah.
Titles are there.
Yeah.
She can get them. She's mentioned fights like Ebanie, Bridges, Shannon, Courtney, ambitious as she is already. Talk to us about building Fran, not rushing her, but building her properly.
And building her is getting her the right fights at the right time, stepping her up, getting good fights, good opponents, and which she's had already. And she's moving up now to 8 rounds, so more rounds the distance, so getting experience. And it's not just on fight nights, in the gym, she's getting great sparring, she's sparring with champions, and that's what it is. And that's the building process, and it's what you do in the gym, and that performs on the night. Like we say, we're building her gradually, getting her the right fights. And I'm looking forward to this performance. It's going to be a good one.
Listen, it's always a pleasure to speak to the both of you. It's nice to see that bond with the coach and the fighter. So keep building the both of you. I'll always be supportive of the two of you. You're like a ray of sunshine in this dark world of boxing.
Yeah, I've got to look after it, don't I?
Look, his baby sister. Thank you both.
So, well done.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.